What are your thoughts going into this? Nervous?
Definitely a little bit nervous, yeah.
Todd Whitehurst is walking into the unknown.
Like what if they turned out to be, really strange and shy and they don't look up and they're like very antisocial or something?
4 kids are waiting for him a half-mile away.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
One of them is 20-year-old Sarah Malley.
What makes you nervous?
What do you say when you're meeting your biological family for the first time? I don't know.
Todd Whitehurst is their biological father, the one they're about to meet. He's a 49-year-old computer engineer who works for Google. In 1998, then a Stanford grad student, he noticed something in the school paper.
They would run a big ad, say, sort of young men 18 to 30 needed for sperm donation.
Did you have any qualms about it?
Well, I guess my feeling on it was the folks who end up going to a sperm bank really want children quite badly. And why wouldn't you want that? And why wouldn't you want to help those people out?
Whitehurst, who has 2 children of his own from a previous marriage, never expected to meet any of his donor children. Sperm banks follow a protocol. All donor dads sign an agreement to remain anonymous. The families on the receiving end are only given basic background information about their donor: his age, ethnicity, height, birthplace, education, and so on. Clinics also give each donor dad a unique donor ID number. And that has become the gateway to improbable meetings like the one Whitehurst is about to have.
It's a bit nerve-wracking.
And it never would have happened if not for one woman.
It's an innate human desire to want to know where we come from.
Wendy Kramer is the mother of a donor son. She saw how curious he was to learn more about his donor father and founded an online database called the Donor Sibling Registry. It's a networking site for children who want to connect by matching their donor father's ID number. 47,000 people have registered, including 2,300 donor dads.
Kids want to know, I want to hear my donor's laugh. I want to see him smile. I want to know what he thinks is funny. I want to, I want to look into his face. I want to shake his hand.
Kari Phelps felt that way.
I have always known that I was a donor child from the earliest age, 2. You can imagine a parent with a 2-year-old and the kids asking, "Where's Daddy?"
Phelps, the daughter of a single mother, was 14 when she found her donor father. Phelps had little information about him, but spent 2 weeks plugging what she did know into an online search. She found 7 possible matches. One photo stood out.
But that moment when I saw his face for the first time, it's incredible.
Her donor dad was Todd Whitehurst. She emailed him, they met, became closer, and eventually even took vacations together with some of his other donor children, like this trip to Cape Cod last July.
I feel that it's just the right thing to do. If the children want to meet, then it's important, I think, to be able to meet. Ready?
Get ready to watch an extraordinary family moment.
Hello. You must be Keegan. No.
Yeah.
8 donor children came together, 4 of whom Whitehurst had never met before, who were also meeting their siblings for the first time. Yeah, it gets complicated.
Look how big and strong you are. Oh my God, you're like an ox.
What is this moment like for each of you?
It's pretty awesome.
This is insane!
Sarah Malley, a student at Boston's Emerson College, had learned 6 months earlier that she and her twin sister Jenna were donor babies. She contacted Whitehurst through the Donor Sibling Registry, and he helped arrange this family gathering.
Yeah, she has that's nice, interesting colored hair.
Yeah.
What was it like when you first walked up?
Overwhelming. I was worried it would just be like a hello, it's nice to meet you handshake. Like we hugged and that was like a whole big thing.
Just even sitting here, do you feel father's pride?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when I hear her talking about a hug, I want to give her a hug again. So. Yes, she's wonderful.
The reproductive industry does little to make it easy for donor dads and their children to meet.
Nobody keeps track of the donors. Nobody keeps track of the kids. There's no tracking whatsoever.
Wendy Kramer says sperm banks ask mothers to report donor births, but it is not required. And no organization links different clinics to track the total number of births from a single donor ID.
And how many potential kids are out there from a single donor?
Nobody really knows. The largest group that we have on our website, we know of a group that's somewhere around 200.
200 kids?
Right. I don't know about you, but if I knew that I had 200 half brothers and sisters, I would feel like I was part of a herd. It would feel odd.
Whitehurst donated to the same clinic for 4 years.
How many times would you guess? Ballpark.
Yeah, probably on the order of 400 times, something like that.
400 times.
Yeah.
And consider this. A single donation at a sperm bank can produce as many as 24 sellable vials. Whitehurst's 400 donations could have produced 9,600 vials for his clinic to sell.
How many donor children do you know that you have?
I have 22
22 kids.
that I know of.
You could have a family touch football game and have enough players for both sides.
Maybe compete with other families too.
Does that seem a little crazy?
It does seem crazy.
But on this Cape Cod long weekend, there was no sign anyone felt like part of a herd. Just a clear curiosity from 8 half-siblings about each other and about their donor father.
Going forward, you feel a responsibility for their lives.
Yeah, I do. It's sort of the responsibility I feel as an uncle. I realize I'm not their parents, right? Their parents are primarily responsible for them. But if their parents are unable to help them, then I would step in and do what I could. Oh, we have the same color ball. You feel love, you want to protect them, you want them to have a happy life. But yeah, they've all turned out to be really quite remarkable children.
Kari Phelps now studies computer science at Stanford, just like her donor dad.
I never felt like there was something missing because I've been so lucky. I'm so wanted. And that's something that I think a lot of kids can't say for certain. And so being able to meet all of these totally different, but at the same time very related siblings, it's such an incredible honor for me to grow up this way.